If you want to experience the absolute best single-player games from the last 10 years, look no further, because today we're taking a warp speed tour through 55 absolute bangers. Games from the last decade that either won Game of the Year, got nominated, or simply felt like Game of the Year material the moment they hit our screens. No filler, no weak picks. Just 55 titles that defined gaming. Before we jump in, a quick heads up. This list is arranged from the newest hits of 2025 all the way back to the classics of 2016. So, let's dive straight in.
Tomorrow comes.
Let's start with my favorite game from this year, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Alright, let me tell you, whatever haters say, don't listen to them, because this game just feels different. I mean, honestly, I played it for more than 100 hours and still in love with its blend of dreamlike surreal fantasy with a haunting painterly atmosphere that feels alive with symbolism and dread. Its turn-based combat unfolds like a choreographed ballet, mixing real-time reactions and timing-based choices that make every encounter feel tense and personal. The world's melancholic tone, strange architecture, and mysterious characters create a sense of traveling through a living painting. It's the kind of RPG that merges art and gameplay into something unforgettable.
A storm is coming.
Next, we have the Death Stranding 1 and 2, games that redefined what a modern narrative game could be by turning isolation, rebuilding, and connection into a stunning open-world experience. You trek across desolate, rain-scarred landscapes while piecing together a fractured society, guided by Hideo Kojima's signature cinematic style. The sequel expands that vision with deeper systems, richer character drama, and even stranger mysteries. Together, these games show how emotional and meditative traversal can become when ambiance, storytelling, and world-building collide perfectly. Hades revolutionized the roguelike genre with lightning-fast combat, razor-sharp writing, and a cast of Greek gods bursting with personality. Each escape attempt from the underworld reveals new dialogue, upgrades, and story threads that make failure feel rewarding instead of frustrating. Hades 2 expands this universe with new mythological threats, deeper magic systems, and a more atmospheric tone. Both games shine because they blend action, storytelling, and character relationships in a way few roguelikes ever achieve. Hollow Knight Silksong promises a massive evolution of the beloved Metroidvania formula, placing players in the agile role of Hornet as she ascends through a mysterious, dangerous kingdom. The game's world is filled with intricate paths, elegant combat, and enemies that test precision and reflexes. Its art style mixes gothic charm with delicate detail, creating an atmosphere both haunting and beautiful. With expanded movement, new tools, and a faster rhythm, Silksong aims to become a defining platforming adventure. Kingdom Come Deliverance delivers one of the most grounded medieval RPG experiences ever made, focusing on historical realism, harsh survival, and consequence-heavy role-playing. Combat demands patience, timing, and strategy, while the world reacts to your choices in subtle but meaningful ways. The sequel builds on everything fans loved, with bigger battles, richer character development, and more dynamic systems that deepen immersion. Together, they create a raw, authentic vision of medieval life rarely seen in gaming.
Now you'll see what we do with criminals.
Come on then.
Ghost of Tsushima delivers a sweeping samurai epic filled with emotional storytelling, stylish swordplay, and breathtaking landscapes inspired by classic Japanese cinema. Its open world feels alive with quiet beauty, from swaying fields to storm-lit cliffs. Ghost of Yotei expands this foundation with deeper combat variety, new mythic encounters, and richer character arcs that push the series further into legend. Together, they create a visually poetic blend of honor, vengeance, and warrior spirit. The Silent Hill 2 remake faithfully reimagines one of horror's most iconic psychological journeys, pairing modern visuals with unsettling atmosphere and emotional storytelling. Every shadow, foggy street, and distorted creature deepens the sense of dread. Silent Hill F introduces an entirely new era of fear, blending body horror, mysterious rituals, and an eerie 1960s setting. Both games focus on haunting symbolism, personal trauma, and slow-building tension that gets under your skin and stays there. Dispatch is an intimate, nerve-twisting narrative horror experience where tension comes from atmosphere rather than spectacle. You play as a night shift emergency responder, navigating eerie calls, unsettling clues, and growing uncertainty about what's happening beyond the phone. Its minimalist design amplifies imagination, turning small sounds and brief descriptions into full-blown fear. The game's strength lies in its psychological slow burn, relying on player anxiety, moral decisions, and creeping unease to deliver a chilling and memorable story.
I think Vizzy's rubbing off on me.
Who?
Someone I work with. It's... yeah.
Black Myth Wukong turns The Legend of the Monkey King into a visually astonishing action RPG powered by fluid combat, towering mythic beasts, and cinematic presentation. Every environment feels handcrafted, from mist-covered mountains to eerie temples guarded by monstrous spirits. Combat is fast, transformative, and stylish, blending martial arts precision with magical abilities rooted in folklore. The game's dedication to animation, atmosphere, and scale positions it as one of the most ambitious mythological epics in modern gaming. Final Fantasy VII Remake reimagines a beloved classic with modern combat, emotional storytelling, and expanded character arcs that delve deeper into Midgard than ever before. Its mix of real-time action and tactical decisions creates thrilling battles filled with spectacle. Rebirth continues the saga with broader open regions, richer exploration, and bolder narrative twists that reshape the legendary journey. Together, they form a grand, cinematic retelling that honors the original while forging a new identity. Niva is a beautifully melancholic adventure that follows a young woman and her wolf companion as they journey through a fading world filled with danger, loss, and quiet wonder. Its painterly art style and emotional animation create a powerful bond between player and creature, making every moment feel intimate and fragile. Combat is simple but meaningful, blending seamlessly with exploration and storytelling. Niva's real strength lies in how it uses silence, music, and companionship to craft a deeply heartfelt experience. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth takes the series' signature humor, heartfelt storytelling, and chaotic turn-based combat to wild new heights. Ichiban's journey across a vibrant new setting leads to bizarre side quests, emotional character arcs, and mechanics that constantly escalate in creativity. The game balances comedy and drama effortlessly, offering outrageous battles one minute and surprisingly touching moments the next. With its massive world, evolving systems, and unforgettable cast, it stands as one of the franchise's boldest entries. Stellar Blade blends fast-paced action with sharp sci-fi style, delivering combat that feels fluid, precise, and cinematic from the first encounter. Its post-apocalyptic world is filled with mysterious structures, deadly enemies, and striking character designs that push visual fidelity to impressive heights. Every dodge, parry, and counter carries weight, creating battles that reward timing and skill. Combined with emotional storytelling and sleek art direction, Stellar Blade stands out as a stylish, modern action game with real depth. Baldur's Gate 3 is a monumental RPG that merges deep role-playing freedom with cinematic storytelling, letting players shape every scene through choices, dice rolls, and character interactions. Its sprawling world is packed with memorable companions, dynamic quests, and battles that demand smart positioning and creativity. The game constantly reacts to your decisions, making each playthrough feel truly personal. With incredible writing, voice acting, and tactical depth, it became a landmark achievement in modern RPG design. Alan Wake 2 transforms psychological horror into a stylish, atmospheric thriller that blurs the lines between reality and fiction. Its dual protagonist narrative weaves together detective mystery, supernatural terror, and surreal storytelling with bold visual direction. The flashlight-based combat returns sharper and more intense, while exploration immerses players in eerie forests, twisted towns, and symbolic dreamscapes. Every chapter feels like a blend of TV drama, horror cinema, and interactive art, making it a standout modern horror experience. The modern Spider-Man trilogy delivers exhilarating web-swinging, emotional storytelling, and fast, fluid combat that makes every encounter feel heroic. Peter and Miles each bring unique abilities and personalities that keep the action fresh while deepening the overall narrative. New York City is alive with detail, blending heartfelt character moments with blockbuster spectacle. Spider-Man 2 amps everything up with richer traversal, dual protagonist missions, and intense set pieces that cement the series as a superhero standout.
Let him get away again! I can't!
Capcom's survival horror renaissance shines through these four masterful titles that blend tension, atmosphere, and sharp action. Resident Evil 2 delivers a near-perfect remake filled with dread and tight pacing, while Resident Evil 4 modernizes a classic without losing its charm. Biohazard reboots the franchise with first-person terror, and Village expands it into gothic spectacle. Together, they showcase evolving horror design with memorable characters, clever puzzles, and environments that constantly keep players on edge. Hi-Fi Rush bursts with rhythm-driven action, vibrant animation, and a confident sense of style that sets it apart instantly. Every attack, dodge, and combo lands on the beat, turning combat into a musical performance that feels both accessible and rewarding. Its colorful world, quirky humor, and expressive characters give it a Saturday morning energy that's refreshing in today's landscape. The pacing stays tight throughout, blending platforming, boss fights, and story moments into a joyful, rhythm-fueled experience. Lies of P reimagines the Pinocchio tale as a dark, gothic Souls-like, drenched in atmosphere, filled with deadly puppets, twisted automatons, and striking Belle Epoque-inspired architecture. Combat is precise and punishing, demanding mastery of timing, weapon variety, and mechanical arm abilities. The story unfolds with moral choices that subtly shift character identity and world perception. With its moody score, intricate environments, and impressive polish, the game stands out as one of the genre's strongest surprises. The Dead Space remake elevates a survival horror classic with modern visuals, seamless environments, and enhanced sound design that ramps up tension in every corridor. The Ishimura feels more alive and dangerous than ever, packed with gruesome necromorphs and environmental storytelling that rewards exploration. Updated mechanics make dismemberment-driven combat smoother and more strategic, while new narrative touches deepen the emotional impact. It's a faithful yet revitalized vision that captures the terror and atmosphere of the original flawlessly. Fallen Order revived the single-player Star Wars experience with a heartfelt story, precision lightsaber combat, and Metroidvania-style exploration across lush planets. Survivor builds on that foundation with richer environments, expanded force abilities, deeper customization, and a more confident narrative arc for Cal Kestis. Both games balance cinematic action with quiet character moments that deepen the journey. Together, they form a modern Star Wars epic filled with adventure, growth, and emotional weight. Elden Ring reshaped open world design through freedom, discovery, and challenging combat, letting players carve their own path through haunting landscapes and cryptic lore. Shadow of the Erdtree expands the mythos with a brutal new realm, demanding bosses, and some of From Software's most imaginative environments. Every fight, secret, and story fragment feels meticulously crafted. As a pair, they stand as a monumental achievement in dark fantasy, rewarding curiosity and persistence with unforgettable moments. These emotional adventures follow Amicia and Hugo through war-torn lands where stealth, survival, and heartache shape their every step. Innocence introduces their bond amid swarms of plague-driven rats, while Requiem pushes the drama further with larger environments, sharper tension, and heavier moral dilemmas. Each scene blends atmospheric storytelling, orchestral music, and grounded character growth. Together, they deliver a gripping, cinematic journey defined by sacrifice, resilience, and the haunting beauty of a collapsing world. This reinvention of God of War trades rage for a deeply human father-son story wrapped in Norse mythology. The 2018 entry sets the emotional foundation with intimate character work and impactful combat, while Ragnarok expands the world with new realms, bigger battles, and powerful narrative payoffs. Every encounter feels weighty, every line of dialogue meaningful, and every environment meticulously crafted. As a duo, they form one of gaming's most mature cinematic sagas. Horizon introduces a breathtaking world where tribal societies clash with towering robotic beasts, brought to life through striking art direction and fluid combat. Aloy's journey continues in Forbidden West, with richer ecosystems, improved traversal, and deeper personal stakes that broaden the scope of her adventure. Both games showcase impressive world building, blending sci-fi mysteries with emotional storytelling. Together, they craft an unforgettable saga of discovery, identity, and technological wonder.
We passed the old refugee center at Capitol Records. Of course, if you were...
Stray offers a heartfelt cyberpunk adventure seen entirely through the eyes of a lost cat, exploring a decaying neon city inhabited by adorable but lonely robots. Its quiet storytelling, expressive animation, and ambient world building turn simple movements into emotional moments. Puzzles, platforming, and light stealth create gentle gameplay variety, while the bond with your drone companion adds warmth. Stray stands out because it captures vulnerability, curiosity, and comfort in a beautifully intimate sci-fi world. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 delivers a sprawling, epic JRPG experience with a vast open world, breathtaking landscapes, and a deep, emotionally charged story that explores friendship, fate, and the cost of war. Its combat system blends strategic positioning, flashy combos, and party synergy, keeping every battle engaging and dynamic. The characters are richly developed with personal arcs that resonate amid the larger, war-torn narrative. With stunning visuals, memorable music, and a sense of scale few games can match, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 stands as one of the decade's most ambitious and unforgettable role-playing adventures.
Very well. I will demonstrate beyond all doubt. There is no possible future for you in this.
Gran Turismo 7 brings precision racing simulation to its peak with meticulously recreated cars, detailed tuning systems, and tracks that capture every curve with lifelike physics. Whether cruising through licenses or tackling endurance events, the game rewards skill, patience, and mechanical understanding. Its presentation blends calm elegance with competitive intensity, supported by stunning weather effects and smooth handling. GT7 stands as both a tribute to automotive culture and one of the most refined driving experiences in gaming. Sifu delivers a brutal yet rewarding martial arts journey built on discipline, timing, and mastery. Every fight feels visceral, demanding precision in dodges, parries, and strikes as you battle through nightclubs, hideouts, and neon-lit corridors. The aging mechanic adds emotional and mechanical depth. Each death makes your hero older but stronger, raising the stakes of every encounter. Its choreography, music, and art style combine to create a kinetic, stylish, and intensely personal kung fu experience. It Takes Two is a co-op masterpiece that constantly reinvents itself with new mechanics, heartfelt storytelling, and imaginative level design. Two players tackle puzzles, platforming, and creative challenges that reflect the emotional struggles of a couple fighting to save their relationship. Each chapter introduces fresh ideas, transforming gameplay while keeping the tone playful and warm. With strong character chemistry and clever cooperative moments, it stands as one of the most inventive multiplayer adventures ever created. Deathloop blends stylish first-person action with a clever time loop structure that turns every assassination attempt into a puzzle of experimentation and strategy. As Colt, you're trapped on an island where the same day repeats, pushing you to gather clues, learn routines, and outsmart visionaries who control the cycle. The combat is fluid, the powers creative, and the aesthetic oozes retro-futuristic flair. With its cat-and-mouse rivalry and evolving discoveries, Deathloop delivers a uniquely replayable experience. Rift Apart pushes action platforming into blockbuster territory with instant dimensional rifts, vibrant worlds, and non-stop gameplay variety. Ratchet, Clank, and newcomer Rivet tear through beautifully animated environments filled with creative weapons and charming characters. The game runs with near seamless transitions, making exploration feel fast and energetic. Its humor, heart, and visual polish form a joyous adventure that highlights the power of modern hardware while staying true to the series' playful spirit. Returnal blends roguelike intensity with haunting sci-fi storytelling as Celine crash lands on the shifting planet Atropos. Each run reshapes the alien landscape, forcing players to adapt through tight gunplay, fast dodges, and mysterious artifacts. The atmospheric audio and unsettling architecture build a sense of cosmic dread, while fragmented memories and visions deepen the narrative. Returnal stands apart thanks to its high-speed combat loops, melancholic tone, and the constant feeling of being hunted by the unknown. Kena Bridge of Spirits pairs vibrant, Pixar-like visuals with heartfelt exploration, spirited combat, and a world infused with nature and loss. As a young spirit guide, Kena helps troubled souls find peace, aided by adorable rock creatures that enhance puzzles and battles. Each environment feels handcrafted, blending lush forests, ancient shrines, and emotional storytelling. The game strikes a balance between warm charm and challenging encounters, creating a memorable adventure with genuine soul and beauty. Cyberpunk 2077's transformation culminates in Phantom Liberty, turning Night City into a richer, sharper, and more immersive RPG playground. The expansion introduces a gripping spy thriller narrative, improved systems, and some of the game's best performances. With refined combat, smarter AI, and deeper role-playing choices, the experience finally matches its ambitious vision. Phantom Liberty adds tension, style, and emotional impact, completing Cyberpunk's journey from troubled launch to a fully realized, unforgettable dystopian epic. The Last of Us Part 2 delivers a raw, emotionally charged journey that explores grief, revenge, and the cost of violence with unflinching intensity. Its detailed environments, expressive performances, and grounded combat create a world that feels painfully real. The shifting perspectives challenge players to confront their own assumptions while deepening the narrative's complexity. Every encounter is tense, every quiet moment purposeful. It's a bold, divisive, and unforgettable continuation of a landmark story. Ori and the Will of the Wisps elevates the original's beauty with smoother controls, breathtaking animation, and emotional storytelling that resonates long after the credits. Its platforming is fluid and expressive, turning movement into a graceful dance through glowing forests and ancient ruins. The world feels alive with memorable characters and heartfelt moments, supported by an unforgettable soundtrack. With its balanced difficulty and artistic presentation, it remains one of the most moving modern platformers. This era of Assassin's Creed reinvents the series with vast open worlds, RPG progression, and rich historical settings ranging from ancient Egypt to feudal Japan. Origins begins the transformation with mythic undertones, Odyssey expands it through choice-driven storytelling, and Valhalla emphasizes settlement building and epic battles. Mirage returns to classic stealth roots, while Shadows offers a bold new dual protagonist approach. Together, they showcase Ubisoft's evolving vision, blending exploration, culture, and cinematic adventure. Sekiro delivers fast, punishing swordplay built on precision, posture breaking, and fearless aggression. Set in a mystical Sengoku-era Japan, the world blends grounded history with supernatural threats and larger-than-life battles. Each duel feels like a test of discipline, pushing players to read opponents and master rhythmic deflection. Its storytelling is subtle but powerful, tied together through striking environments and memorable bosses. Sekiro stands as one of From Software's most skill-focused and exhilarating creations. Control delivers a mind-bending supernatural thriller set inside the constantly shifting Federal Bureau of Control, where reality bends, floats, and fractures around every corner. As Jesse Faden, you wield telekinetic powers that turn firefights into stylish chaos, blending gunplay with psychic destruction. The oldest house itself becomes a character, mysterious, unsettling, and full of cryptic secrets. With its eerie atmosphere, bold visual design, and layered storytelling, Control creates an unforgettable descent into the unknown. Disco Elysium reinvents RPG storytelling with a dialogue-driven experience powered entirely by your inner thoughts, fractured personality, and flawed decision-making. You play as a washed-up detective unraveling a murder mystery while battling your own mind, shaped by skills that argue, whisper, or sabotage you. Every choice carries weight, shifting alliances, beliefs, and outcomes in surprising ways. With its sharp writing, political nuance, and emotional depth, it stands as one of the most unique narratives ever crafted.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone.
Days Gone blends open-world survival with a gripping, personal story about loyalty, loss, and perseverance in a world overrun by relentless freaker hordes. Deacon St. John's motorcycle becomes your lifeline as you navigate forests, deserts, and small towns filled with danger and quiet heartbreak. Large-scale horde battles create intense, chaotic showdowns, while characters evolve through emotional missions and unexpected twists. It's a gritty, atmospheric journey that grows more impactful the deeper you ride into its world. Red Dead Redemption 2 stands as a monumental Western epic driven by unforgettable characters, breathtaking landscapes, and a slow-burn narrative that hits with emotional force. Arthur Morgan's journey explores redemption, loyalty, and the fading frontier with remarkable nuance. Every camp interaction, wildlife encounter, and dusty sunrise feels meticulously crafted. With cinematic storytelling, immersive world-building, and grounded gunplay, it offers one of the most richly detailed and resonant adventures gaming has ever seen. Gris is a poetic, visually stunning platformer that turns grief into a journey through color, emotion, and delicate movement. Each chapter restores a new shade to its watercolor world, symbolizing healing and transformation. The gameplay stays gentle and expressive, focusing on exploration and artistic storytelling rather than difficulty. Its animation, music, and symbolism blend into a serene, dreamlike experience. Gris remains a rare game that communicates profound emotion without a single spoken word. Inside is a haunting, minimalist platformer that builds tension through atmospheric storytelling, clever environmental puzzles, and chilling visuals. You guide a boy through oppressive landscapes where silence and subtle cues create unease far beyond its simple mechanics. Every set piece, shadow, and trap adds to a growing sense of dread and mystery. Its narrative is left largely unspoken, letting players interpret the haunting world and its themes. Inside is a masterclass in immersive, subtle, and unforgettable game design. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice explores mental illness with unparalleled empathy, blending psychological horror, Norse mythology, and visceral combat. You experience the world through Senua's perspective, hearing voices, seeing visions, and navigating hallucinations that affect gameplay and narrative. Its sound design and motion capture bring authenticity and immersion to every step, battle, and emotional moment. Hellblade transforms personal struggle into interactive storytelling, leaving a lasting impact both emotionally and artistically. Nier Automata combines fast-paced action with existential storytelling, philosophical questions, and multiple perspectives that challenge morality and perception. Its combat flows smoothly between melee, ranged, and hack-and-slash sequences, often blending gameplay genres seamlessly. The post-apocalyptic world feels alive, with haunting music, memorable characters, and thought-provoking themes. By intertwining narrative, gameplay, and aesthetic innovation, Automata creates an unforgettable, multi-layered experience that lingers long after the credits. Prey delivers a tense, immersive sci-fi experience aboard the Talos 1 space station, where danger lurks in every corner. Its clever design allows multiple approaches to combat, stealth, and problem-solving, empowering player creativity. The story explores identity, morality, and corporate greed, while environmental storytelling fills every room with detail and mystery. Alien threats are unpredictable, enhancing suspense and strategy. Prey combines first-person exploration, resource management, and narrative depth into a polished and intelligent thriller.
Good afternoon, Talos.
Titanfall 2 offers one of the most fluid and exhilarating first-person shooter experiences, blending parkour, fast-paced gunplay, and giant mech combat. Its campaign delivers memorable set pieces, clever level design, and a heartfelt story that balances intensity and humor. Multiplayer further refines the mechanics, rewarding skillful movement and tactical thinking. Every wall run, double jump, and Titan deployment feels satisfying and dynamic. Titanfall 2 remains a benchmark for responsive controls, inventive combat, and pure adrenaline-fueled fun. Dishonored 2 elevates stealth action gameplay with intricate level design, supernatural powers, and player-driven choice that shapes both story and world. You can approach missions as a ghostly shadow, a violent enforcer, or something in between, with every decision rippling through Dunwall's detailed environments. The narrative adapts dynamically, blending political intrigue, betrayal, and personal vendettas. Its mix of vertical exploration, inventive gadgets, and freedom of play cements it as one of the most polished, immersive sims ever created.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft the music boxes at each enclave. Here in the city, for instance.
Dark Souls 3 delivers the signature punishing combat, layered lore, and interconnected world design that define the Souls series, culminating in one of From Software's most refined experiences. Every encounter demands strategy, timing, and patience, while bosses remain iconic, brutal, and unforgettable. Its gothic environments and atmospheric storytelling create a sense of epic scale and melancholy. Dark Souls 3 challenges players to persevere, rewarding mastery, exploration, and observation with moments of triumph that feel hard-earned and deeply satisfying. Fallout 4 redefines post-apocalyptic RPGs with a massive open world filled with factions, settlements, and countless narrative possibilities. Players explore the wasteland as the sole survivor, customizing weapons, armor, and settlements while making morally complex decisions that impact the story. Its dynamic combat, branching quests, and hidden lore encourage exploration and experimentation. With a rich soundtrack, compelling companions, and a blend of humor and tragedy, Fallout 4 remains a landmark in open-world storytelling and player agency. Quantum Break blends high-octane third-person action with live-action cinematic storytelling, merging TV-style episodes with gameplay in a unique narrative experiment. Time manipulation powers turn combat and traversal into dynamic strategic encounters, while choices in the game affect the live-action sequences, altering outcomes and relationships. Its presentation, performance capture, and visual effects push the boundaries of interactive storytelling. Quantum Break stands out as an ambitious fusion of television, cinema, and gaming that remains engaging and innovative. Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider elevate Lara Croft's adventures to cinematic heights, blending thrilling exploration, intense combat, and rich storytelling. In Rise, Lara navigates frozen Siberian landscapes, uncovering ancient secrets while mastering survival, crafting, and stealth. Shadow of the Tomb Raider pushes the series darker, with lush jungles, deadly traps, and a gripping narrative about sacrifice and destiny. Both games combine jaw-dropping set pieces, clever puzzles, and character growth, making Lara's journey one of the most immersive and unforgettable action-adventure sagas of the decade. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End delivers a cinematic conclusion to Nathan Drake's adventure, blending jaw-dropping set pieces, thrilling exploration, and emotional storytelling. Its treasure-hunting narrative spans lush landscapes, crumbling ruins, and urban locales, each filled with secrets and environmental puzzles. Combat is fluid, combining cover mechanics, gunplay, and climbing sequences. Beyond the action, it explores friendship, love, and personal stakes with depth. Uncharted 4 stands as a benchmark for narrative-driven action-adventure games, both thrilling and heartfelt. And that's it. 55 Game of the Year level adventures from the last decade, each one a masterpiece in its own right. Which of these titles is your favorite? Did we miss any that you think deserve a spot on the list? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you enjoyed the ride, and make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the best gaming has to offer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.